Hello everyone, welcome to the Telepractice Community Newsletter End of Year Review. Hold on to your hats because we're going to take a quick look at 4 issues, 4 topics that I think led the way. Let's look at number 1. There was a significant increase in video platforms available for speech pathologists doing telepractice this year. The standbys, of course, WebEx, Zoom, Adobe Connect, and several others are designed for video conferencing in general, particularly in business, where we have seen TheraPlatform, VC, TheraLink, TheraV, and most recently BlinkSession.com. So we're seeing some real growth in opportunities to use updated, more modern technology. And then, of course, you want to look at the important features, whiteboard, privacy, and so on. A second topic, is the increased use of social media by tele-SLPs. I think this is especially true on Facebook. The 2 primary Facebook pages, Telepractice for SLPs, which I administer, and SLP Telepractice Collaboration, both sort of work hand in hand, and probably over 6,000 members between the 2 of them. A real growth this year, and very active. They're both very active pages. We, of course, have ASHA SIG 18, an important professional community for telepractice. There's a small, tiny presence in LinkedIn, Pinterest, also. The third topic I wanted to talk about was a review of our annual survey of speech pathologists in telepractice. And it's nice because we have a couple to compare now. First of all, in terms of full-time, part-time status, most of the therapists were working part-time, although there was an increase in more being full-time status. In terms of experience, we saw a tiny shift away from 20% having 1-year experience to 44% of therapists having 1 to 4 years of experience. In terms of the setting, again, it is by far primarily a school setting, working with children, and there was an increase in a private practice setting. Still working with adults is smaller, although we are beginning to see some opportunities in areas such as Parkinson's and dysphagia. In terms of pay structure, by far most therapists are still paid on an hourly basis. And it looks like the average hourly basis is around $35 to $46. I shouldn't say average, but more people responded with that figure than higher. Benefits, I think it was 75% received no benefits, telepractitioners, so looks like perhaps one drawback, depending on whether you're in a private practice. And population served, again, probably 75–80% children in school settings, perhaps a small growth in seeing adults. And finally, productivity requirements seem to be less a factor in telepractice than in some other settings. Finally, we saw a real increase in educational opportunities for speech pathologists who want to participate in telepractice. National, state, local professional organizations. I know my staff and I have presented a number of state conventions. ASHA has more in its publications and its CEU opportunities. So we see more there. There are recorded courses available at Home CEU Connection, speechpathology.com. I probably left some off, I'm sorry. And then there are some live opportunities, which will give you more hands-on interaction with the tools. CEU Allied Health has some live online courses. Waldo Community Hospital has been at it for quite a while, offering 2-day courses There's a courses beginning to be offered, 2-day courses in California and New York, and then, of course, more work at conventions. So, there are some trends, a quick look at the year in review. It'll be interesting to see how we continue to grow and in what ways in 2018.